What up? What up? Is this thing working? Why are my things on blank screen? Can anybody see me? I see the chat. Can people see me? Consistency. Django. What up? I don't know what's going on, man. Hopefully you can see me. But it is what it is. I'm just going to start talking. Members 36 months, you got your new badge. Django, what up? The draft is over. The world changed yesterday. I forget what time it was, but the world changed. What up, Django? 2? What's number 2? What does that mean? Oh, is that for Shedeur Sanders? 2, I get it. You can see me. All right. Let's get right into it. I'm not going to waste any time. Any time today at all. Andrew Berry, I yelled at you at the end of round 2. I said some emotional things at the end of round 2. And I still mean them for the most part because you don't have Nick Chubb. But I am very happy with the Browns draft. If you are happy with the Browns draft, let me know in the chat. If you're not happy, tell me why. Good to see you, Django. Good to see you, Myron. Consistency. Hey, that badge on consistency looks pretty darn good. 36 months, 3 years. If you're happy, let me know why. If you're not happy, let me know why in the chat. I'm a happy person right now. A lot different than what I was Friday evening. I am a happy camper. And I'm going to tell you why in a second. Actually, in about 30 seconds. Gmail in the building. How are you doing? Why are you meh? I said yes or no. I didn't say meh. Why are you meh, Gmail? I am now, I wasn't. That's where I'm at. I wasn't happy because Friday when I got off, we had a linebacker I didn't know about, Judkins, and a defensive tackle. And I felt like we didn't address anything when I got off a stream. And I was highly upset. But now I've changed my tune. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm waiting for Gmail to tell me why he's meh. Here's why I am. Number 1. We addressed the quarterback position. Whether people like it or not, we addressed the quarterback position, JB. How are you doing? We got Dylan Gabriel. You could say it was a reach, and I would understand with you with that. It was a reach to get him in the 3rd round. You could have got him probably in the 7th round. I don't think anybody was looking for Dylan Gabriel, but that's not the point here. They got a quarterback. People were, I don't know. No notification. I think Gmail's being weird with me. YouTube's being weird today with me. I couldn't see when I was posting it. It is what it is. Lovey Marie. But we got Dylan Gabriel. But I think the Browns got the steal of the draft in round 5. In Shedeur Sanders. Listen, he dropped for whatever the reason may be. On the field, off the field, his dad. I don't care, okay? People can say they don't like him for whatever reason. But to get him, the caliber quarterback that he has the potential to be, in the 5th round of the draft, the Browns said, we got to go and get him now. Now, I understand 2 quarterbacks. Why would you do that? Well, the Washington Redskins, back when they were the Redskins, they did the same thing in 2012. They had an RG3, polarizing superstar. I think it was like the 2nd pick of the draft. And then in the 4th round, they went and got Kirk Cousins. Seemed ludicrous back then, but in perspective now, kind of made sense. Kirk Cousins ended up being more of the long-term quarterback for Washington. So now if we go back to Cleveland here, we have 2 quarterbacks, Dylan Gabriel, Shedeur Sanders. And then if we go to who we have in the locker room, we have Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett. You could say Deshaun Watson. I don't even count Deshaun Watson at this point. This is going to make the most interesting team in the NFL start the preseason. You've got Joe Flacco on one hand, who fans love, and then you have Shedeur Sanders on the other, where players are already reaching out to him. Legendary. Let's go. Let's get it. I don't think any player reached out to Dylan Gabriel. Does anybody know? Check Twitter and let me know. Did anybody reach out to Dylan Gabriel? Any players from the Browns? They may have. I don't know. But as soon as Shedeur was drafted, Njoku, Denzel Ward, what up? Welcome. Prove the doubters wrong. I think the locker room's already going to welcome Shedeur Sanders with opening arms. So you got Joe Flacco. You got Shedeur Sanders. You know who I feel sorry for? Kenny Pickett. The writing's on the wall, I think, for Kenny Pickett, because they're not going to carry 4 quarterbacks. I think the writing's on the wall for Kenneth Pickett. I could be wrong, though, but he's going to have to really battle because they're not going to cut Joe Flacco. They don't want another PR. Cutting Joe Flacco, it will be a bad day in Minnesota. Why Minnesota? I have no clue. In Cleveland. Lovey Marie, $2. Thank you very much. They're not going to cut Joe Flacco. He's going to be on the team. They're not cutting Shedeur Sanders. He's going to be on the team. So to me, it's between Dillon Gabriel and Kenny Pickett. Could they get something for either one of them? It's going to be very interesting. So that's why I'm happy. Number one. Number two, everybody is raving this Browns draft class on the internet. I can't believe it. I'm like, maybe I just don't know things. Mel Kiper gave him an A+. Callan Cowherd on Twitter talking about the Browns had the best draft. Matt Leinart raving about the Browns draft. The only thing that he said was it was a reach to get Dillon Gabriel. They're raving about the Browns draft. Now, the only negative I could say about the Browns, sorry, Love Marie, I didn't get your Shane McMahon. 1 second.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
The only thing I could say, I forgot what I was going to say there because I said the money. Maybe it will it will come back to me. Let me read some chat. We got some undrafted players also. I feel sorry for Sanders. Why do you feel sorry for Sanders, Mike? Don't tell me you're going to hate on him already. Or why do you? I'm going to let you explain first. Watson will never see the field again. That is correct. Deshaun Watson's last football game was against the Cincinnati Bengals when he tore his Achilles. It's over for him. That is a fact, Gmail. Stamp it, book it, underline it, color a coloring book. That was a long flight for Dillon Gabriel. Kenny Pickett will be traded. I'm upset Pittsburgh took Will Howard. Yeah, I seen that. Now I can no longer cheer for Will Howard or Jack Sawyer. They are now the enemy. I kind of agree with you, Mitch. I think if I had to pick one, it would be Kenny Pickett. What up, King Thriller? Right now, but we have to wait until August. But excitement is back for the Browns. Think about when we was going in to the draft, what was going to happen, right? We had no clue. But now that we're out of this draft, the days of Deshaun Watson behind us, the days of 95% of the fan base not even wanting to root for their quarterback is gone. That is off the shoulders. Now, we have a possibility. If everything goes right, if everything goes by plan, Shedeur Sanders maybe, just maybe, can learn for an entire year. He's the 5th pick of the draft. There's no pressure. He wasn't the first pick. Wasn't the second pick. Wasn't in the first round. Not the second, not the third, not the fourth, not the fifth. Well, yeah, the fifth, not the fourth. He was the 5th round pick. Big in name, but not a big gamble. Your 5th rounder. There's no pressure for him to start day one. Now, if he was picked with the number 2 overall pick, that's a different story. When is he going to start? When are we going to see him on the field? We want to see him now. This is way different than last year. Way different. Okay? You got a quarterback that everybody loves. Everybody loves. Good or bad. Joe Flacco. If he does bad, they're not going to boo him off the field. Shedeur has time to learn if they want to go that route. Now, I'll tell you one thing that they can't do. Your guys' QB room is interesting. If you can get a third for Pickett, it's a win. We do have a wholesome team now. That would be a win to get a third from Pickett. I will tell you one thing, though. What they can't do, in my opinion, because I want him to seed and he's coming to Cleveland where QBs die. Got you. You know what, Mike? Listen, that's a fair comment. There hasn't been a QB to live in Cleveland. There was one, and everybody says I hate on him. I don't. I just speak facts. There was one who had he had a good stay. Baker Mayfield, he didn't die in Cleveland. He didn't die. I think he had a good stay. They just had to break up. The relationship was over, but he didn't die. I think he survived, right? I think he was a survivor. But that's a very good one, Mike. Yes, Cleveland's quarterbacks do die in Cleveland. But there is going to be that quarterback that breaks the mold. Is it Shedeur Sanders? And here's another thing to think about here. What's going very quietly, Quinshon Judkins, ladies and gentlemen, Buckeye, the Ohio State University, is a stud, a dog, D-A-W-G, not D-A-O-G. Oh, Lovey Marie. I didn't even see that. Wait a minute. I didn't see that. Thank you. Member extraordinaire.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Django, 35 months.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
What up, Janet? How you doing? Quinshon Judkins from the Ohio State University. A dog, D-A-W-G, a bruiser, will run you over and don't think twice about it. And then Dylan Sampson from Tennessee. That's your speed back. That's your electricity. Quinshon's your thunder. Let's not forget about that too. I think they're bringing the running game back. Jerome Ford could be in trouble. We'll see what happens. I miss Nick Chubb. 34 months for Janet. I miss Nick Chubb.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
There's a reason to be excited in Cleveland. Now, not to be doom and gloom. Somebody mentioned it in the chat. I think it was Gmail. We didn't address the receiver position. We're still going in with Jerry Jeudy and Cedric Tillman. That's it. We have other receivers, but my point is that can't be the final solution at the receiver position. I understand David Njoku. I understand the tight end from Bowling Green, which, by the way, he looks like a stud too. He looks like a stud. Holy crap. But I'm just saying that cannot be your answer at wide receiver. Harold Fannin cannot be your answer to what we need. Two tight ends that are athletic and explosive. We have to get another wideout somewhere. If there's any question on Sanders, you have to play him this year. So you know if you got to trade up for Manning, as much as I'd like to see him sit a full year behind Flacco and learn. Very good point. I didn't think about that. Here's the best case scenario for Shedeur Sanders. Mitch and the crew. Everybody here. What up, Chief? Local guy. Oh, okay. I see you. Judkins better be started by week 3, if not before. Janet, thank you for the $2 donation. She's 34 months. $2 donation. Greatly appreciated.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
That is a very good point, Mitch. Here is the best case scenario for Browns fans. The best case scenario. Shedeur Sanders turns out to be a stud. I mean, a bona fide stud. And you're like, hey, this is our guy. Then you can plan for Jeremiah Smith in 2027. I am thinking ahead. That is going to be the guy. You talk about styling up draft picks. You got one from Jacksonville in 2026. You've got to find a way to get Jeremiah Smith in 2027 by hook or crook. And if you don't have to keep trying to find a quarterback, you could find a way to do that. Now, I know everybody loves Arch Manning, and deep down inside, they probably still want him. But I am looking further ahead because that is probably going to be the number one pick, Jeremiah Smith, unless there's some quarterback that comes out of nowhere by then that is a sure shot. He'll be top 3 at least, Jeremiah Smith. I'm thinking long game here. If Shedeur Sanders can pan out, I'm not trying to disrespect Dylan Gabriel at all, but I just don't think he's going to be the long-term solution for Cleveland. I could be wrong. You never know. But if the quarterback pans out and you can now start worrying about other positions, Jeremiah Smith in 27 to be an example, that is the best case scenario. And that's why the Browns got to steal the draft in Shedeur Sanders at round number 5. A potential to be a stud at the quarterback position. That offensive line has to improve or it won't matter who the running back is. Good point. Good receiver isn't really hard to find. Well, we need to find one, Chief. We need to find one expeditiously. For the first time, Browns have a good team to back up a QB without an O-line. Don't matter who is QB. They have a good start to the team. Got you, JB. Listen, don't count on Sunshine Gabriel. After watching Smith, I Googled when he is available to declare for the draft. 2027 is when he'll be eligible. He has to play this year, and then 2026 will be his last year because he is with the Ohio State University. My favorite college football team. That's why it's the steal of the draft at pick number 5. Some people love it. Some people hate it. And another good thing about it is he's going to be motivated. If you think about it, you got a kid prank calling you. A kid that wants to get his 15 minutes of fame is prank calling you on your expense to make you look even worse than what's already going on. You are just going down and down and down, sliding down the draft. People prank calling you. It's all about how did he slip so far. He's going to want to prove everybody wrong that passed on him. Heck, the Browns passed on him 4 times. And that's another great thing for Cleveland. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I still need to see what's his name that I went off on. Carson Schuswinger. Listen, I still don't know about that pick. I don't care. People seem to like it. I need to see more. Listen. It is what it is at this point. There's nothing I could do. I would have went receiver with that pick. Luther Burden that went to Chicago. I would have went somewhere around there. Got me an athlete to help out the quarterback. But it doesn't matter what I want at this point. But I want to see how he pans out. The writing may be on the wall for joke. I don't know what's going on with him. But I'm excited, as you can see. Maybe not as excited as you. I mean, wait a minute. I'm maybe more excited than you than I was Friday. I was down in the dumps. I thought this team sucks. I didn't even know how I was going to watch a game in August. But everything happens for a reason. He had one decent year at UCLA. Tweak Pat with the gifty wifty to Cookie Monster. She's not here, but she did get a gifty wifty. Thank you, my good friend. Greatly, greatly appreciated. Was it his last year before he got drafted? I came, I saw, I donated, asked for likes. I've done my loyalty thing. Love you all. I have no clue or response to this topic. I'm just now learning about football, although at 67, I'm a Buckeyes fan. Thank you, Janet. Greatly appreciate it. Just know this. A Buckeye will be the starting running back for the Cleveland Browns come 2025. Quinshawn Judkins Greatly appreciate you. Hit that like if you haven't already. It will be greatly, greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. It goes a long way in the process. So jury's still out on Carson for me, but every other pick, maybe besides Dylan Gabriel, I don't think they knew Shedeur was going to last that long. I wouldn't have got Dylan Gabriel, but it does breed competition. You got two young quarterbacks vying for that starting spot. And then you got one veteran. And then you got Kenny Pickett. I don't know if you call him a veteran. I don't know what you call Kenny Pickett. I don't know what to call Kenny Pickett at this point. He's just there. He is just there. So I don't know what else to make of the draft, except no receiver was taken. No offensive line help was taken as well. I can pick holes in some parts, but for the most part, I am excited. I am ready to go. Different QB each play. What up, Sarif78? But for the most part, I have no complaints. But I will tell you this. Preseason, the Browns may be the most watched team in preseason. Maybe besides Jacksonville with Travis Hunter. But Shedeur Sanders is going to have the lights bright. We got to after the draft. Thank you, Lovey Marie. Thank you. Left tackle, hopefully. I want this to be Sanders' super villain arc. I want him to be an MVP out of the 5th round. Listen, Nelson, you know what I would do if I was Shedeur Sanders? To make everybody mad, because I'm petty. LaSmooch, what up? I'm petty. Can Deshaun play O-line? Not with those Achilles, he can't. Call Pickett 3rd string, because I'm petty. Everybody gets on him because he's confident. They call it cocky. He's flashy. You know what I would do if I was Shedeur? I would pull up to practice in every piece of jewelry I have just to piss people off. I'm going to lean in to this narrative that everybody is spinning on me and then go to work. Stay late. Get there early. But I want to piss people off on the way. That was what I would do because I'm petty. You want this to be me? Fine. I'm going to lean into it. But that's me. Was the lineman and left tackle? Let me Google. I can just Google it. That's why they got rid of Baker. That wasn't why they got rid of Baker. Let's not do revisionist history again, Mike. We were on the same side today. Don't start with me with Baker. As long as Shedeur Sanders. First of all, he has to play well, okay? He has to play well, number one. That's number one. He has to play well. And as long as he doesn't try to play through an injury and be tough acting to acting, he will be okay. Please don't do that. 10 undrafted free agents. Okay. Be the Floyd Mayweather of football. It was the center. Listen. You want to make people mad? There you go. There you go. Just be the Floyd Mayweather of football. You know what? Lean into it. Lean into it. Cameron Johnson. 2025 Sadness Beer Fund donation. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Sarif, thank you.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
But you know what? I'm looking at them now. They did get a receiver, Gage Lavardin. It's not going to be sadness this year. No, I'm not saying that. Nope, I'm shut up this year. Because I was optimistic about last year, and you see what happened. I'm shutting up. What up, Big Don? Shedeur's already made his entire rookie contract in college. His endorsements alone will be 30 to 40 mil. Ooh, you think he's gonna get? You think he's gonna get big time endorsements, Django? Oh shoot! Thank you. The sounds are up. It should be done now. Thank you. Let me try that again. You think he's gonna get big time endorsements? What's up, Big Don? How you doing? Are you excited for Shedeur Sanders era of the Cleveland Browns? Let's just call it that. The Shedeur era Sanders. Let's just lean into it. Just lean into it. Let's see, a receiver, a running back. All right. Offensive lineman from Cincinnati. Offensive tackle from Missouri. Cornerback from Colorado State. Pittsburgh safety. OT from North Carolina. A&T. So they got 3 offensive linemen and a receiver on the offensive side of the ball. Undrafted free agents. Let's see how they pan out. He already has Nike. Harold Fannin Jr., is that your favorite pick? The Shedeur era has begun. That's what we should just start calling it now. Let's just lean into it until bad things happen. And then we can revert to something else. Because we have to embrace this right now. Embrace this young man. Or we can say the Shedeur and Dylan Gabriel era. I don't want to disrespect him either. Yes, we need this. We need something to feel hopeful for. He's going to be the villain endorsement. Use the nickname Dr. Doom. Corey, can we still say the Browns got a chubby when Nick scores, or does he walk? Man, I don't know. I think the writing's on the wall. They got 2 running backs, 2 stud running backs. They haven't brought them back yet. So I don't know. Tweet Pat, my guy. I'm curious about the other QB we drafted. You know, Dylan Gabriel, listen, I'm not going to throw any shade on him, right? The only thing I didn't like about it is he's 5'11" with shoes on. You have to be either very accurate, Drew Brees-like, or you got to be very mobile, like Kyler Murray. He is mobile, but I'm not going to say he's Drew Brees-like because that's very disrespectful. But he's 5'11". That's what I don't like about it. But they said they compared him to a more accurate Tua. So we'll see. Tweet Pat. I'm a huge Bowling Green State fan. Harold Fannin Jr. is the next Tony Gonzalez. Tony Gonzalez-o. Hit the like button if you're here. If you just got here, hit the like button. The Shedeur era has begun, ladies and gentlemen. The steal of the draft at the 5th pick. They had to go back up and get another quarterback. They said, I can't believe he is still here. Let's go. The Mason Graham era. Listen, Mike, I'll tell you this, man. If he can wreak havoc, I'll call it the Mason Graham era. If he can bring some help for Myles Garrett, I will proudly say it. Now, I won't wear his jersey because I'm not, listen, I just won't. But I will gladly say it. If he can dominate and earn that 5th round pick, that 1st round pick number 5, I'm all for it. A 5th rounder for Shedeur, I ain't mad. Listen, if you're mad at the 5th rounder for Shedeur, you just hate Shedeur, and that's okay. There's players I hate, and I will hate them for the rest of my life because I'm petty, and it is what it is. Okay, but I own it. Dylan Gabriel was a weird pick. I don't think they thought Shedeur would still be around round 5. That's why they got him. Flacco forever. I would never say Flacco forever, Gma. You know how I feel about Joe Flacco, and I'm not hating on Joe Flacco. I just don't understand the overseeing of his errors. When he throws the interception, people close their eyes like it didn't happen. That's the only thing I don't get with the Joe Flacco thing. But I would never say Flacco forever because he's 40. He is 40. Mel Kiper did give the Browns an A+. And people were getting on Mel Kiper for crashing out on TV. Listen. I'll crash out too. If I feel like somebody is getting disrespected, I'm going to crash out. I didn't see a problem with it. Everybody's like, oh my God, get him off ESPN. He's terrible. I'll crash out too. If I feel like there's a player that is being disrespected, in my opinion, I'm going to crash out. I'll do it too. That's why I'm not on ESPN. Best duo in the NFL? I know you're joking, Gmail. I know. Because they usually say, what is it? I don't know what they say about Flacco. Something around and find out. Something like that. I don't know. Something with Flacco. Big Don. Okay, think about it. If you believe in something, right? Because it is this, we love our Browns and we believe in something. And if we feel like one of our players are being disrespected, we're going to crash out. All right, seeing Shedeur footage during the draft and listening to his Browns press conference, Shedeur does not seem very bright. Why does he not seem bright? He was happy to get here and he was dancing. Why does he not seem bright, Kid Wilson? So from one interview, you can say somebody's not bright. From one interview. I didn't even see the interview. I didn't watch it. I was happy that he got drafted and went along with my day. I had things to do. Why is he not bright? I sense a not liking Shedeur Sanders coming here, but that's okay. Flack around and find, there it is. He does not articulate well. I don't care if he does or not. If he can throw a football, he ain't got to articulate for me. He only got to know how to say his ABCs. If he can throw the football accurately and win games, I don't care. Doesn't matter to me. Some people don't like the way Lamar Jackson talks. 2-time MVP. I could care less how he articulates. Long as he wins games for me, let's go. I could care less. Some people don't like the way Lamar Jackson talks. I don't like the way he interviews. He's a 2-time MVP. Keep doing your thing, Lamar. No, not really. No, don't do your thing. Because you're going against me. All right? Don't do your thing. Don't. Just saying. I'm a Browns fan, but after listening, he does not seem to have things upstairs. All right, well, good for you. One person doesn't like Shedeur Sanders. There's going to be many of them. When we were ready for this, when the Shedeur era started, we were ready. Get your vest on. But who do you think is going to be starting come September? Flacco, Gabriel, or Sanders? Or Pickett? I can't leave Pickett out. I feel kind of mean leaving Pickett out. Who do you think is going to start? I'll start with Pickett. Pickett? There you go. I feel better now. Flacco, Gabriel, or Sanders? Who do you think is going to start? I could put it in a poll, but that's a lot to type. Let's see if I can do it. Let's see. It's going to take a while to type, but I'm going to do it. Bear with me as I type. There we go. There's the poll. Hopefully I didn't have any typing errors. What up, Cool Jedi? We are paying him more than we are paying Sanders. I didn't see shit after that. Gabriel, 1. Flacco, Gabriel, 2 Gabriels, 2 Flaccos. He doesn't need to talk. He needs to sling that thing. What up, Cool Jedi? Checking in from Cali. And it's beginning to look like Christmas, feeling hopeful. We are paying him more. I see that. I read that one. Flacco's going to start, but by week 3, probably Shedeur, maybe sooner. Thank you, Lovey Marie, putting all the unrestricted free agents that we signed. Flacco, then Sanders. I think Sanders will come around game 6. Flaccid with Sanders starting 2-3. Flaccid? Flaccid? Whoa. Gabriel will be the backup. Okay. If I had to have a gut feeling right now, I think I side with most of you, and I think Flacco will be the starter. I think he's making like $4.5 million this year. I think they brought him in to compete, and I think he will be the starter. If I had to pick right now, I can reserve judgment to change my mind come August. How preseason goes, training camp and all that stuff, and all the reports that come out, if anybody gets cut, but we'll see. But I'm going to say Flacco. I think he's going to be the starter week 1. I think he'll beat out Kenny Pickett. I think Kenny Pickett may go elsewhere if that happens. But then the question is going to be, who will be the backup? Will it be Shedeur or will it be Gabriel? That is going to be interesting to see because them two are going to have to compete. I don't think anybody is starting a level above. You get a 3rd round pick and a 5th round pick. It's not like any of them came in 1st rounder, got to play now. And that's what I love about it. Pure competition. What else we got here? Flacco, then Sanders. I think Sanders will come in around game 6. Auto correct. Kenny will be game 1. Hey, Chief, are you an Eagles fan now? If you don't know why I'm asking that, I'll let you know. Prime will be coaching after. Stop it, Jeff. Just love your Steelers and Mason Rudolph and Will Howard. Flacco should be, he already knows the system. Good point, Steven. I won't call you Steve. Steven. I don't know if you go by Steve. Disrespectful if I don't know. Very good point, Steven. He already knows the system. He has a leg up on them, and that's a long leg up, first of all. He's 40. Oh, my. Echoing again? Am I echoing again? What? I don't know why this time, because my sounds are down. If I'm echoing again, I'm going to have to get off the stream. I'm going to have to shut down. One team picked 3 players with the same first name, spelled differently. Don't remember the team. We need to ask Colby Altman to mentor AB. One team picked 3 players with the same first name, spelled differently. Interesting. Flacco and Gabriel are on the lock. Kenny and Shedeur will battle it out. Gabriel on the lock. Oh, okay. It's the Shedeur hater. Never mind. I'm about to say, where'd you hear that? Never mind. I want Sanders to play week 1 because that means he's killing it in training. Okay. Interesting. I think Pickett and Flacco have a leg up. They've been in the NFL. They've played in multiple systems. So if you have a level playing field, I'd say it goes Flacco, Pickett, and then Gabriel and Shedeur. You have to learn. You're the rookie. You got to come in here and learn. You have got to show us why you should move up the depth chart. So it should at least start Flacco and Pickett fighting it out for the starting position, and then Gabriel and Sanders battling it out to move their way up. So preseason is going to be crucial for the Browns this year. And here's another thing that's great about this season. We ain't sitting nobody in preseason. Nobody. You understand? I'll say it again. Because the last 2 years, we haven't played in the preseason, and we started off a little rocky. We're not going to do that this year because we have to play. Now, Flacco, he might not play a lot. He's 40. We got to save his bones. It just makes sense. Kenny be the starter. I don't think Joe can go a full season. You don't think Joe can go a full season? Now, if the line doesn't hold up, you may have something. Chief, are you an Eagles fan? Flacco is QB and mentor. Bill, where have you been? Yeah, if you spend a third on Gabriel and a fifth on Pickett, they both new to the system. Flacco is a QB and mentor. Preseason going to be fun. Preseason is going to be very fun. For once in life, preseason is something to look forward to. And I'm excited. Very excited. Why not? Your boy went to the Eagles. Why are you not an Eagle fan? The great Kyle McCord. You should be an Eagle fan. You should be jumping for joy. I'm not going to lie, Chief. I thought the Browns might pick Kyle McCord, and I was going to cry. But I'm excited, ladies and gentlemen. Like Tomax and Xmont. That's really all I got for you today. Just wanted to hop on here, get your thoughts, get your opinions, running backs and tight ends. Listen, man, you can see on my wall behind me, Nick Chubb is my favorite Browns player of all time. Okay? It used to be Eric Metcalf. Then it went to Nick Chubb. I just love Nick Chubb. Everything about him on and off the field. But for him not to be here this season, the writing is on the wall. It hurts. It hurts my soul. I like Quinshon Judkins, don't get me wrong. Buckeye. Dylan Sampson. Looks like he's very explosive. Didn't watch him in Tennessee, I'm not going to lie. But to not have Nick Chubb, my favorite player, my favorite Browns player of all time, is going to crush my soul this coming up season. I hope he gets signed somewhere, not in the AFC North, so I can root for him. I know I know it's just about me. This is me being spoiled right now, but I'm just being honest with the viewer. I will cry off camera come September when Nick Chubb is not in the Browns jersey. Chubb all-time great. Listen, man. I didn't get to see Jim Brown play, but I can't name many Browns running backs better than Nick Chubb. And that could be me being biased, but that's okay. Do I need to pick up my raccoon? No, you can keep your raccoon, Tweak Pat. Keep your raccoon. But that's going to be it for me, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank you for coming out here. Members who are 3 years, you got your new 3-year badge. If you're a 3-year member, make a comment so everybody can see it. You got a little chain that says 36. You get your new 3-year badge. Greatly appreciate it. I know Django and Janet are on the way. Oh, the jersey's never coming down, Cheryl. The jersey's never coming down. It's staying up forever. If you're new, thank you. I appreciate you for coming through. We try to be the most interactive chat on YouTube. We try at least. I'm lightweight getting excited for the Browns season, but I'm keeping my expectations low. Last year I had them high, and they let me down. But that's going to be it for me. I will watch the press call, but once again, Kid Wilson, it's not going to bother me at all. If he goes out there and he performs on the field, that's all I need. But I will watch the press conference. I'm going to watch a couple press conferences because I want to hear what Andrew Berry and Kevin Stefanski have to say about the draft, their thought process, and all that great stuff. So I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for coming through. You know the drill. Until next time, it's all love. Peace.